A Rotherham grooming gang's whistleblower just dropped a bombshell. She says Keir Starmer totally ignored her when she was being bullied. Yes, you heard that right. The man who is supposed to be fighting for justice couldn't be bothered. But it gets even worse for Starmer. Elon Musk is now officially calling Starmer complicit in these crimes. It's like watching Starmer's reputation implode in real time. Musk just hit Keir Starmer with some heavy accusations, saying Starmer was complicit in what he calls the first mass crime in British history. That's a big deal. Musk is talking about the grooming gang scandal, and he's not holding back. He's flat out saying Starmer must go and face charges for his complicity. In his tweets, Musk asked who was running the Crown Prosecution Service when these gangs were getting away with exploiting young girls. The answer, Keir Starmer, from 2008 to 2013. Musk claims Starmer let these gangs off the hook, pointing out that the CPS has to approve charges for serious crimes like rape. Is there any truth to this? Well, last year's independent inquiry into child sexual abuse called it an epidemic affecting tens of thousands of kids that suggests some serious problems in how this was handled. Musk didn't stop there. He's also saying Safeguarding Minister Jess Phillips won't investigate because it would lead back to Starmer. This whole thing is reminding people of the Rotherham whistleblower scandal. Remember that? We're looking at similar serious allegations here. Musk is throwing some huge accusations at Starmer about these grooming gangs, and now everyone's wondering how Starmer is going to respond. This isn't something he can just sweep under the rug. Keir Starmer has finally responded to Elon Musk's allegations, and it's not pretty. Starmer is trying to change the subject at every turn. It's like he's dodging raindrops in a thunderstorm, and it's just not working. You'd think that with serious accusations like these, Starmer would want to clear things up, right? But no, he's squirming and deflecting. He's playing political twister, trying to avoid Musk's claims. His team is in panic mode, running around putting out fires. But the more they talk, the worse it gets for Starmer. They're digging themselves into a deeper hole. Instead of tackling the allegations, Labour ministers are telling Musk to stick to America. Health Secretary Wes Streeting called Musk's comments misjudged and misinformed. But if that's true, why not just refute him? Why all the dodging? They're making it about Musk, not the allegations. They say he should focus on US issues, not UK politics, but that won't make these accusations disappear. The big question is, why isn't Starmer addressing these claims directly? If there's nothing to hide, why not explain everything? The longer he's quiet, the more suspicious people get. So here we are, watching Starmer and Labour struggle to handle Musk's serious allegations. It's like a slow-motion car crash. You know it'll end badly, but you can't look away. We've got some serious claims coming from Jane Sr., the Rotherham whistleblower, and it's not looking good for Starmer. She's saying he ignored her when she was being bullied for speaking out. Can you believe it? Senior claims she faced constant hostility from the Labour Party and the local Labour-controlled council. Through it all, Starmer's office didn't say a word. It's like they pretended she didn't exist. In 2020, Senior wrote to Starmer's office, saying she was facing a despicable witch hunt for her whistleblowing. She asked to meet with Starmer to talk about the bullying and try to rebuild her faith in the party. Starmer's office said no meeting. Talk about a slap in the face. This was happening when Starmer was supposed to be fighting for justice as the Director of Public Prosecutions from 2008 to 2013. No wonder Senior quit as a Labour councillor in March 2021. She felt the party didn't care about what she'd done. Labour is keeping quiet about this. They seem to hope it'll just go away if they ignore it. But this isn't going to disappear. We're talking about at least 1,400 kids being sexually exploited. It's serious stuff, and it's making all those other claims about Starmer look even worse. He's got some explaining to do, don't you think? Labour ministers are really scrambling to defend Starmer, and it's not looking good. These ministers are trying everything, but it's backfiring. Take Andrew Gwynn. He told Elon Musk to stick to America. Like that'll shut Musk up, right? They seem to think telling him to go away will make the allegations vanish. They're also trying to make this all about Musk instead of the actual allegations. It's like they're pointing at him and yelling, hoping we'll forget what Musk said. Then there's West Streeting, saying they'd welcome Musk if he wants to help out. Can you believe it? First, they tell him to stay in America. Then they ask for his help. Talk about mixed messages. You've got to wonder if these ministers believe what they're saying, or if they're just trying to save themselves. Let's face it, if Starmer goes down, many of them will too. It's obvious Labour ministers are trying to dodge criticism. They're calling Musk's comments misjudged and misinformed, but they're not actually dealing with the allegations. And here's the thing, people aren't buying it. Everyone can see through their attempt to change the story. Labour seems to think we'll swallow whatever they say, but the more they dodge, the more suspicious people get. Things are looking really bad for Labour right now. It's like watching a slow-moving disaster. People used to think Starmer was the guy who'd save Labour, not anymore. A YouGov poll shows only 21% of voters trust Labour to run the country. And get this, 24% prefer the Conservatives. The Tories are ahead in the polls for the first time since Liz Truss was in charge.